champions, as RK Bro will defend the Raw Tag Team titles tonight against the Street Profits.
A rededicated, refocused, determined tag team challenger in the Street Profits.
From props are flying, we got fishes flying too.
Fish, Byron, fish. Multiple.
Question. You know, Randy Orton really cannot be 100%, but you can't think about that. You have to think about the challenge at hand.
Huge crowd on hand to see the champions defend their titles. Corey talked about it. Short memories. Don't think about what happened yesterday. Don't think about what's happening next week. It's all about tonight.
Last night, RK Bro and Drew McIntyre fought valiantly. They fought their hearts out, but were overwhelmed by the dominance of the Bloodline.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. So, unfortunately, last night at WrestleMania Backlash, my partner and I, even though we gave it everything we got, we lost the battle to the Bloodline. But before this is all said and done, we will win the war. Now, it was the Usos' idea in the first place for the match last night at Backlash to be a tag team unification match. But that didn't happen, did it? Nothing was on the line last night because a few weeks ago on SmackDown during the contract signing, the big dog himself, Roman Reigns, tore up that contract because he knows that his cousins, the Usos, can't hold a candle to RK Bro. So here's what we're gonna do, Usos. You got us thinking. We want your titles. We want the SmackDown tag titles. We want to unify the tag titles and become the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions of the world.
And now that it seems like the Usos can't make any decisions on their own, and Roman, the tribal chief, has to make all the decisions for them, Randy and myself will be going to SmackDown this Friday, and we're going right up to that tribal chief, and we're going to demand that WWE Tag Team Championship match. And if he says no, it just goes to show that the tribal chief has no confidence in his cousins whatsoever, Randy. But it doesn't matter because Bro is still going to show up with a scooter and Randy's still going to show up with... Well, Randy's going to show up with just Randy because that's all Randy needs. Because he's the legend killer, the Viper, the Apex.
RK Bro better not be thinking too much about the Usos because the challenge right in front of their face has arrived.
SmackDown is Friday. Tonight is the Street Profits.
Tonight could be the tag team championship victory for the Street Profits, again, who have already defeated RK Bro before.
Street Profits already own one victory over the reigning Raw Tag Team Champions. Could happen again.
RK Bro, first and foremost, we must say, tough loss last night.
Hey, look, the Bloodline, they're a tough squad. But like we showed you a few weeks ago, they ain't the ones you need to be worrying about. We are.
And then we hear how you guys are heading over to SmackDown and how you have unfinished business with the Bloodline. here to remind you tonight in Connecticut. The three most important words we got next. Because it is us, the Street Profits, who will unify the Tag Team Championships.
Y'all over here talking all this smack, and I ain't hear y'all mention our names once. Look, I got some 420 shirts, got your brains all fogged up because y'all don't remember. In a couple minutes, it's you versus us for those Raw Tag Team titles.
And when the smoke and the fog clears, bing, lights on, just like Genesis. Because not only do we want the Raw Tag Team titles, but we want the smoke.
So, you want the smoke?
That's what I said.
Well, let me say something to you. RK Pro 420 says we just smoked your asses.
And we're gonna do it with the three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment, RK Bro.
The Street Profits want the smoke. RK Bro all too happy to provide it. This is going to be a hell of a match. The Raw Tag Team titles on the line. Next.
The following contest scheduled for one fall. It's for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. And their opponents, they are the Raw Tag Team Champions, Riddle and Randy Orton, RK Bro.
What a way to kick off Raw with the Raw Tag Team titles on the line.
Street Profits defeated RK Bro, the Raw Tag Team Champions, 3 weeks ago, which is how Ford and Dawkins earned this matchup.
But if you remember that match, it was because suddenly the Usos music started playing out of nowhere, distracting Riddle. That idea of RK Bro looking ahead. Come already.
Smart strategy by Ford out of the gate. Tonight, the Usos are a non-factor. Inside cradle. Great. I like this strategy from Ford right out of the gate. Looking for another roll-up. Trying to surprise Riddle.
Disrespect added to it.
It's not disrespect. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have truly evolved as competitors. They are more confident, more comfortable in the ring. And the Street Profits are eager to prove to the WWE Universe and the Raw Tag Team division that they belong at the top.
As we found out, hold on,
Flying armbar position. Beautiful movement. Ends up on his back. Gotta watch that one. Kick out just in time. So probably the armbar position. Dropping to the back. One hook in. Nope, lost it.
Ford areas to see as this match progresses.
Roll up again. Kick out for Montez Ford.
returning the favor does Riddle.
Riddle reminding Montez Ford, Ted, you may think you belong at the top of the mountain, but Randy and I exist there.
Also, talked about the mental side, the physical side. WrestleMania Backlash, RK Bro had a very physical match with the Bloodline.
A grueling matchup, and Riddle suffered a thunderous spear from the WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns to cap things off. Curious to see if that plays into this matchup.
Seems like a smart strategy, Byron, to test Riddle early. The fast start from Montez Ford. See if Riddle's physically all there. Try to take it out of him.
Yeah, it goes back to how the Street Profits kind of recalibrated around WrestleMania time. Upgraded their aggression, upgraded their preparation for moments like
Dawkins
this.
the legal man now.
Shoulder tackle.
Cover, hook in the leg. Kick out from Riddle.
Take another look at this picture as drop kick from Montez Ford right to the heart of Riddle.
And think of how motivating it was for the Street Profits just a few moments ago to hear RK Bro talking about going to SmackDown this Friday, demanding to unify the tag team titles.
And there's another title on the line tonight. The
Hooking the leg.
The United States Championship will be defended as reigning champion Theory defends against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Angelo Dawkins trying to keep the aggression going, but Riddle out just in time. Now in a friendly corner for the first time, and in comes Randy Orton.
Immediately the Viper going to work on Dawkins on the wrong side of the ring.
Series of European uppercuts rocking the jaw of Angelo Dawkins.
Rebounding the face of Angelo Dawkins off the turnbuckle. This is where you get to ask, did I really want a title opportunity tonight?
Despite what's happening right now, I promise you, Street Profits will second guess having an opportunity at the Raw Tag Team title.
What they can to make the most of it.
Tag made, here comes Riddle, the legal competitor.
And the teamwork of RK Bro on display yet again. Cover, shoulders down. Kick out from Angelo Dawkins. And this new edge to the Street Profits seems to come from being disrespected, overlooked by RK Bro. It's like they're trying to constantly prove that they belong, that they shouldn't be looked past by RK Bro at all.
Both of these teams desire to be the faces of the Raw Tag Team division as Raw Tag Team champions. Potentially to be the team that unifies both sets of tag team titles.
Montez Ford taking out RK Bro. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw. So far the challengers rolling at the expense of Riddle, but Riddle firing his way back with that right hand.
Riddle desperately needs to make a tag to a fresher Randy Orton. Montez Ford doing everything in his power to prevent the tag from being made. Short arm clothesline by Ford. The action has been hot and heavy since the opening bell. Let's take a look at this before the break. This is not CGI. This is not a special effect. That is a human being known as Montez Ford soaring through the skies here at the XL Center.
So difficult if you're RK Bro to prepare for the offense of Montez Ford. It's made those who've seen it and dealt with it. It's difficult to deal with. Finally, Riddle in his corner, catching Randy Orton. Angelo Dawkins meeting the Apex Predator head on.
Orton unleashing on Dawkins. Delivered. Orton Montez Ford as well. A classic play from the Randy Orton playbook.
We know where this leads, and it is face down for Angelo Dawkins.
RK Bro may be just moments away from a successful Raw Tag Team title defense.
Montez Ford is out of the ring. Randy Orton has Angelo Dawkins in his sights, but a beautiful escape just in
Riddle
time.
made the tag, perhaps unbeknownst to Dawkins, who just got his jaw rocked.
Ford comes charging in. Ford gets sent out.
And now it's one-on-one Riddle and Angelo Dawkins, but
Riddle's doing his sight set on Montez Ford.
took his focus off the center of the ring.
Riddle trying to make sure that Ford would be a non-factor going forward. Oh no! Oh my goodness, a rare miscommunication by RK Bro.
You're absolutely right. Did the Street Profits take advantage?
Uh-oh! Spine Buster is now 2-on-1.
Oh my God, Tez make the climb from the top rope.
Huge frog splash.
New champions.
1, 2,
Just in the nick of time.
And then Riddle accidentally hit Orton. Here's the miscommunication we were talking about here. Riddle accidentally taking out his partner, and we nearly had new Raw Tag Team champion.
It does not get closer than that.
Unintentional contact, but it almost cost RK Bro their titles.
Match rolls on, and Montez Ford poised to secure that victory for the Profits.
From the heavens.
And the way to cover. 1, 2, 3. Riddle retains.
Here are your winners, and still the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro. And the look on Randy Orton's of surprise, but one of pride in his tag team partner. Riddle handling business for the team to retain the Raw Tag Team Championship.
A little miscommunication, a little mistake, but this is how you come back.
This is how you recover.
Riddle catching mid-air with an RKO. We gotta look at it again. This was unreal. Look how high forward is. And then the impact was timed perfectly by Riddle to secure the retention of the Raw Tag Team titles. And Randy Orton loved every second of it.
What a match to kick off Monday Night Raw. But the Raw Tag Team Champions have made their intentions known. Randy Orton and Riddle are hell-bent on heading to Friday Night SmackDown this week in another attempt to get the contract signed to unify the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championship. What a match.
Well, heading into SmackDown, definitely RK Bro wanted momentum. But we speak about momentum in the WWE. You have to talk about Cody Rhodes from WrestleMania to WrestleMania Backlash 24 hours ago. 2 wins over 7.